All right. I think by now I know how to do this. As a friend of mine says, I suck at vlogging. I suck at this. I guess the phone has to be vertical. I don't know. Is that how you guys see it? I stopped it and restarted it, and here we are again. Oh well. So anyway, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe and healthy. I'm on the job today. I was out for several days last week, but I'm back at it today. I'm using my Bluetooth here because I'm right next to the airport, and airplanes keep taking off, which is really cool for me, but not so great for audio quality on the videos. So let's check it out. The airport is like right over there on the other side of those trees, and airplanes have been taking off, going right over top of here. So pretty cool. Maybe we'll see something good, some military stuff. At my work truck there. I'm working on a mobile home package unit today. I got it all torn apart. Take you over here and show you what's going on. This is one of the air conditioners like I get to work on. Piece of crap. This is the evaporator coil or cooling coil. It has a leak in it, so I'm replacing it. And you got to tear the whole thing apart to get to it. So there's the new coil. And we're going to do some other stuff. I'm putting a surge protector on there for them today, installing an ultraviolet light system, and putting a dehumidistat in to control the air conditioner when they're away. So that's kind of inside what I do, guys. These are my torches here, so I'll have to unbraze all the copper there. This one has like 7 different points I have to unbraze in order to replace it. It's a real pain in the ass. Lennox package unit, but there's no one here today, so I got the rest of the day. I just take my time and do a good job and make sure it works good for when they come back into town. So let's go back over to the truck here, which needs washed again. It's like every week down here. Oh yeah, back in the AC. That's better. So let me fire up my pad, my tablet here. Let's see who's joining us. So I hope some of you guys get to go back to work. I'm lucky to be able to work. We're considered essential service. Greg Anthony Harris, what's up, brother? Let me turn down my volume here on my tablet. Mute that. Yep. Where's my live chat? Oh man, I do suck. I suck at this. Opening the app. Okay. Nick Griffith, those Lennox compressors run forever, the orange ones. Are you thinking of the Trane compressors? Maybe Lennox had an orange compressor too. Trane has an orange compressor, and they were bulletproof. All right, let's see what's up. Craig Taylor, Kevin Can Fly, Golf Foxtrot 22, Giles, John of the Jungle, good morning. Shane, Never Trust the Skinny Chef, Shondor, Sarah Allers, Trike Flyer, what's up, guys? Bill H, Paul Abishon, what's up, Paul? My man, I haven't seen you in a while. I miss getting out to go flying, hopefully soon. David Wolford. Let's see, Kevin, Greg Anthony Harris, Nick Griffith, Jerry DeLea. All right, that Canadian guy. Yeah, you guys don't need any AC, do you? John Adams. Can I have the hat off your head to win with the shirt I won off of Ron's back? Oh, yeah, I love this hat. This is my favorite hat. Lone Star Paramotor. Bob Garber, Ed W. Oh, Ed White, that's my Uncle Ed. How you doing, Uncle Ed? He says I need some pepperoni rolls. Kelby Cox. What's up, Kelby? So I'm from West Virginia, and pepperoni rolls are a thing up there, snack that we love. And it's just like a piece of pepperoni. Partha Petty, good afternoon, my friend. It's a piece of pepperoni baked into a piece of homemade bread, like a roll. And they're so good. There were a lot of coal miners in West Virginia and in Pennsylvania, that area, and it was like a thing they'd bake and take for their lunch. And we don't find them down here in Florida. I think the health department has rules about uncooked meats or something like that. So I don't know. But yeah, I would love to have some pepperoni rolls. I wish I could, but it wouldn't be on my diet right now. And Kevin asked, how's the diet and exercise going? It's going really well. I've been starting to lose some weight. I had a pretty challenging day yesterday. I was really sore and worn out, and I tried to go do a short run and some cardio, and I was just like, I was cramping up. I was tired, so I cut it short yesterday and just used the evening to rest and replenish myself. Um, I haven't started the keto yet. Usually, I find when I'm on a diet, the first week to 10 days is really, really easy for me to drop weight, and I'll usually lose 10 pounds in a hurry, whether I'm on keto or whether I just cut back and exercise. So that's what I'm doing for now. Probably next week, I think I'm going to go on keto again. And it takes several days. Some people, it takes a long time. Usually, I can get into keto in about 3 or 4 days. So there just wasn't any point in me jumping into that right away. So I'll do that next week. I'm going to do a weigh-in every Monday. And I was going to do Friday, but I thought that if I do Monday, it will encourage me to do better through the weekend. So hold on a second, guys. I'm going to turn off this Bluetooth. And could you guys let me know if that audio sounds okay just over my phone and my truck? So, who else do we got? Paul Abishon said he's washing the Lanai sliders. Yeah, you've been keeping busy at home. I think a lot of people have. Must Horse, I don't recognize that name, but good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks for coming along and joining us today for lunch with Gorilla. Have a tonic and gin or vodka when you're done. The quinine will cut down the lactic acid. Yeah, I heard about that quinine. It's supposed to be also something that fights the coronavirus. But yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Enough about that, right? Yeah, I completely cut out the alcohol since Easter. I didn't drink much on Easter, but I had a few for the show Easter Sunday. So this is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is day 5 without any alcohol. I had a hard time yesterday. After my cut short exercise routine, I had a piece of beef, a piece of filet, and some steamed broccoli, and I was just dying for something sweet. I was just going crazy sitting there, so I had a half a cup of low-fat yogurt and just put myself to bed. But I woke up this morning and I just feel freaking fantastic. I'm clear-headed and full of energy. So it really works. I don't know if it's the no alcohol or just a healthier living and healthier food or exercise, or probably a combination of all of them. James Robinson, have you decided on your foot launch gear yet and new wing too? No, I haven't decided yet. I would like to be able to fly my wing, and I'll probably be at the bottom of the weight range with that, but I'm probably about due to try a new wing. Anyway, I want to send my wing off to Shannon Michaels to get it checked. Probably will be coming up on 100 hours by the end of this season, and I haven't had it tested or certified yet. And speaking of that, Shannon's going to be on our Paramotor Nation this Sunday night. So guys, come and check it out. Shannon runs the glider shop at Four Winds PPG. That was formerly Elizabeth Paratour, Eric Dufour's wife, that had that. Now Shannon runs that. So she has taught Shannon and passed down all that valuable knowledge. And now Shannon runs the glider shop, where they do the inspections of your gliders and glider repairs. I mean, I've never had mine go into a prop like some people I know, and I've never had to have mine repaired. But what I hear is that the turnaround is like that, guys, is very quick, very efficient service, and reasonable pricing. So come and check it out. You'll be able to ask all your questions about wing inspection and certifications and repairs like that. So David said ASS, yeah. Okay, we'll let that fly. Where's my moderators now? So anyway, yeah, the diet's going good. I like it. I'm feeling good, so I'll keep going. And I haven't picked out new foot launch equipment yet. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'm going to have to see what I can budget. It's going to be a little while. If I have a good summer, if I have a good productive summer at work, I may be able to budget a foot launch unit. I want something that's going to be as light as possible, but I don't need a super light unit. Must Horse asked, is there a phone number where you can contact her for a wing repair? I don't have her number offhand. Maybe David Wolf, if you do, you could share that. Or you can go to Four Winds PPG on the internet. I'm sure that she has a link to that on there. And if not, we will have it on the show on Sunday night. But maybe someone in here has Shannon's information and they can pass it along to her. Man, I get distracted easily. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, a foot launch unit. I don't have to have the lightest thing in the world. I mean, I'm a big guy. I can carry it. It felt like it wasn't even there, but I can handle it. Trike Fire, did you get an invite from PPG Gorilla? Me either. We need to do some video payback. Yeah, again, I'm doing it from my phone on Zoom, and it's hard to initiate streaming and multi-host on that. So I just kind of wing it. I appreciate you guys coming on the chat though and giving me some support though. Okay, Must Horse, there is Shannon's number. David posted it in the chat in the chat there. So give her a shout. She'll hook you up. So, but anyway, my motor, I have the Power to Fly Titan RS, and it's all titanium frame. I have the Simonini 250, the new Simonini 250 on it. It's a little bit heavier than what I would really want to foot launch. I know that I could foot launch it, but I have electric start, you know, dual start and everything, and the big fuel tank. Not that I have to fill the fuel tank up, but and I'm sure that I could foot launch it, but it's not that it's hard to take it off the trike. It's just not really that simple. I mean, if it was something that took me 90 seconds, I might do it, but there are nuts and bolts involved, and I like to Loctite everything that I touch, and I safety wire and strap things, so I got it on there. It's kind of more of a permanent setup in my mind. Not that if I wasn't going to go somewhere that I had to foot launch and couldn't bring my trike, I couldn't take it off of there and go do it. So, you know, that may happen at some point, but I'd like to have a foot launch unit that's titanium because of the strength and durability and the ability to bend it back if I mess up. I probably would like to go with a Moster 185. I had good luck with my first one, and now it sounds like they've dialed in or fixed all the problems with exhaust. So that motor on my trike, it was sufficient power, but there wasn't really a lot of spare power. My climb rate wasn't intense or anything, but I climbed okay, and I think foot launching that with my reduced weight, that motor will be more than sufficient for me. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. An Atom 80, no, JP, I'm not going to be able to fly an Atom 80. I don't think I'm ever going to get that small. Jason Russell Smith, what's up, brother? He loves his PAP 185. Yeah, the PAPs are nice. Those are nice. I love the titanium PAPs. So an Atom 80 is probably not going to happen unless you cut me in half twice or put two of them on my back. You know, I haven't seen that yet. How about the dual engine paramotor? Shundo, that's why I'm getting a SkyMax, light but tough frame that can handle a butt landing, and is 53 pounds with the Moster. Yeah, I tried on a SkyMax over at Palm Bay that the guys from Wisconsin Flight Sports had, and I like it. I like it. I like the feeling of it. I like the weight of it. I like the fact that it's modular, and most of them are modular, but they have inexpensive pieces. I think they said if you mess up a cage section, it's about $40. Really easy to get and inexpensive and easy to fix. So that was a nice motor. I like the look at it. I like the look of it. I didn't get a chance to fly one over there, but maybe I will someday. Andrew Sieber says, Gorilla, thanks on the diet. Keep going, brother. Sorry, a little late for lunch out here on the West Coast. Yeah, it's probably breakfast time out there, isn't it? JP says he's got to run a half a mile to get off the ground on an Atom 80 at about 205 pounds. Wow, yeah. Kevin Can Fly says, after the end of this training season, I suspect I'll need a new frame. Yeah. That's the nice thing about titanium, I guess. You get a lot more chances to bend it back before it gets brittle and breaks like aluminum. Excuse me, guys. No, I don't have the virus. I'm just phlegmy. I always am.
But yeah, so that's about it. I'm kind of just milking it here for the rest of the day. Not milking it, but I'm taking my time and doing the job thoroughly. It's an expensive job. The coil replacement I talked about in the beginning. I mean, it's a couple $1,000s, and the part was under warranty. So I'm gonna take my time here and be very thorough. And I don't know. I'm probably getting paid for doing a live event here right now, so that's okay. Nick says Kyle Lowe is 215 and he flies an Atom 80. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the wing as well. You know, with the amount of lift that comes from the wing, it has everything to do with that. Um, so I mean, I'm sure I could probably fly an Atom 80 with the right configuration and the right wing, and I'd have to run my ass off. And I'm not necessarily adverse to running, but I'd rather not have to do that if I don't have to get off the ground. That's what I like. That's what I love about my trike is I just sit on it and go, you know. Of course, maybe that's why I got to be such a fat ass. Anyway, well, did you guys see Aviator's video earlier? He's quarantined at home with his wife and 3 kids, and they had a new product they were going to release. So Ross Gasway flew from the airport and flew over Eric's house and dropped it. And it's pretty cool. It's called a Paramed kit or Parakit. It's like a little pouch that has a first aid kit in it. It has scissors and gauze and band-aids and emergency things like that, where, you know, if you hurt yourself in the field, or, you know, if one of your buddies went down, you could drop it down to him. So I kind of thought a little bit about that. That would be a good thing. Oh, Craig's hanging sheetrock. Oh, that sounds like fun. Nick Griffith, your Sky Cruiser has the beach tires. Any suggestions on more suitable tires? You know, I used to have a Sky Max, and I had the wheelies, the beach tires on it, because I always thought, yeah, I'm going to fly off the beach. I need those. I have to have them. The fact is, I never found anywhere that I could fly my trike off the beach, so I never did it. The beach tires were pretty cool. They gave you a little extra suspension because you run them at like 2 or 3 psi, but I was always worried about getting a puncture or just wearing them out. And after I took the wheelies tires off of my Sky Cruiser, when I changed trikes to the Colibri, I sold my Sky Cruiser. And when I did that, I took them off and the bearings were just shot. And I mean, you know how much time you spend rolling on the ground on a trike is very little. It's not like I'm driving it around, just takeoffs and landings, and the bearings were gone because they were just junk bearings. So my new trike, the Colibri, has like they're an aggressive tread tire, almost like a off-road tire, which, I mean, it doesn't make sense that you need a lot of traction, but they work great, and I'm real happy with them. Sky Cruiser makes a road tire or a hard tire that looks pretty nice too. So that would be my recommendation if you want to try those. Aviator, taking precautions, reopening early for your classes. All right. Oh, for Greg Orem. Yeah, yep. He'll be starting his class soon. Nice. John of the Jungle, who sells SkyMax? Wisconsin Flight Sports flies them. Kevin Kimball sells them. Sorry, Wisconsin Flight Sports flies them and sells them. And so does Kevin Kimball. Sharky in the Sky said, I love mine too. Must Horse, I can't remember what my reserve is. I honestly, I need to take it over and have it repacked. I can't remember what brand it is. I should have written it down. I have a bad memory. Anyone who Ricky Starr is talking about on the Paramotor Facebook group, it keeps popping up every time I open. No, I haven't seen it, JT. I don't pay much attention to him, honestly. I don't know. I try to concentrate myself and what I participate in on things that are positive, and I've just seen some negative stuff from some people more than I would like to, and I don't really pay that much attention to it. So keeping positive. Oh yeah, it's Brendan Wolf's birthday. David said he's going to take him out to, he wants Red Lobster for dinner, so he's going to go pick up shrimp scampi takeout. That's cool. And yeah. Michael Mixer also sells Sky Max. Very cool. Yeah, stay positive, guys. That's what I do. What's up, Anthony Peregringo from the West Coast, the San Diego Paraflyers? How you guys doing out there? Hope everything's well. I think you're a little bit ahead of us on the scale for the virus there, aren't you? Are things starting to smooth out over there, hopefully? I know that us here in Florida, we were a few weeks behind California and New York. Shondar says Michael Mixer does not sell SkyMax. Okay, well, I don't know personally. I know the Wisconsin Flight Sports does, and I like those guys. They're good guys, Sam and Roger. And I got a message from Roger this morning, and in Wisconsin, their governor has decided to extend their stay-at-home order until May 26th. That's crazy. They're one of the states that only have a few cases, or they have less cases than most of the states in the country, and they're extending it out for that long. So that's really putting a hurting on those guys. You know, they want to train. They got students that are ready to fly, or they're ready to come and learn how to train, and they can't because their governor has his head up his. So anyway, so what's everybody going to do with that stimulus money? I stopped at Subway to get my lunch today, and there's a Walmart right next door, and there were people in line for a block from the liquor store. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I went over there and took a picture, you know, so I put it on my Facebook. I said, I guess the stimulus checks are in. Then somebody told me that everything in the Walmart liquor store was 50% off, so I went over there and got in line. But that didn't last long. Now I had to go back to work. North Dakota encourages us to go outside, fish, and have fun. That means your default right, you have the right to fly? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I would encourage you guys, if you got that stimulus money, and if you've been able to keep working, maybe think about investing some of that back into the paramotor community, because all these guys that support us and help us, I mean, they make a living at this, and they're hurting. So think about ordering something. Think about looking at some of our sponsors, like Para Orange, like Blind My PPG, the whole list of them, guys. You know, you watch the show. David's got a nice video, and he tells who all of our sponsors are. And guys, think about sharing some of that money and spending some of it, and putting it back into the community. So that would be a good thing. Let me see. We got 34 people watching now. Guys, hit the like button for me, would you? I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but what the hell. So I've gained a good bit of support. When I posted that video about my diet, the one that I was dressed like the Tiger King and had the green screen with the Tiger, I threw that up on YouTube, and I was kind of embarrassed about it. So I put it on. I just put it on the Facebook for Beginners page. I'd like to encourage guys that are like me, that are bigger, that aren't 25 years old, that they can still fly, you know. So I wanted to share it there. It didn't take long, and it started out with a couple of guys. The first guy in my group, Carl McGee, and I don't know if Carl's watching today or not. He works in the medical field, so he might be busy. But he put in a pledge that if I can reach my goal, he was going to donate a certain amount of money, plus a certain amount of money for every pound. So then we had a few people follow up with that. Paranoob from over in the UK, Paul Mockford said pledge $50, and then Giles Fowler in the UK pledged $50. A bunch of my friends on Facebook and people I haven't even met have pledged money, $20, $50, $100 if I reach that goal. So it's been pretty exciting. I haven't counted it, but I suspect I'm probably up around $1,000. So I'm pretty psyched about that. Now I really have accountability. I don't have any excuse. If it was just me, I could cheat a little bit and go off the diet. But now I feel like I got vets counting on me. So now I got to do it, and I'm gonna do it. JP, my target goal was to get to 240. When I weighed myself on Easter, I was 285 pounds. That's just ridiculous, man. That's a fat ass tub of lard. So that's 45 pounds, and that'll be that was in 3 months. I didn't set up the timeline. I named the weight. I know that I wanted to get to 240, and the people recommended they recommended. Sorry, I got distracted. They recommended 3 months on the pledges. So that's just how it does. Hey, Yankee Paramotor, does anyone use one of those hand tightened spindle prop quick mounts? His buddy Philip and him are working CAD to make some, on the CAD to make some, but also asked about the one some UK guy sells. Anybody using those quick release hubs for your prop so you can change your prop quickly? So, David says, can you please talk in paramotor weight so we can understand you? What I mean is 45 pounds is equivalent to a Nitro 200 on a Maverick frame. No, I think the Nitro 200 is 43 pounds. I don't know. Yeah, Anthony said, how often do you really need to change your prop? Don't see the value. I guess if you're changing a lot, if you had a specific prop, if you wanted to use a 3-blade prop to do cross countries and you wanted to fly a 2-blade for your acro type flying, maybe there would be a benefit in that, and being able to change the prop quickly. And Yankee said his is also for disassembly for travel. So if you don't want if you have to take your motor apart to store it or to travel with it, you can quickly and easily take the prop off. Or, maybe you like if you're a YouTuber, you really might like to have a very, very balanced prop all the time, like I do, so you don't get the jello vibration in there. I take mine off and balance it quite often, so that might make sense. And there's Brian talking. My buddy says Partheny's one of those. Yeah, he takes his prop off every time because he transports his paramotor in the front seat of his car, the front seat or back seat of his car. So yeah, that would be a good thing for Partha. Yeah, I guess there's a place for it. Everything has a use. So yeah, I think my weight loss goals for David Wolf, I'd like to lose about half of a David Wolf, if that makes sense. So once I get to 240, hopefully I'll just keep going. I mean, I would really be most healthy probably around 200 or 215, 220. Yeah, I don't know. My head's going to have to get smaller, though, because this big head is going to look funny on that little skinny body. So, yeah. All right, just checking out the chat there and the live chat, the comments. See, everybody's having a conversation. But that's good. I got 33 people watching, guys. Thanks for coming in and checking it out. I have to go back to work in a little bit, but yeah, there's no hurry. Haven't heard any airplanes take off in a few minutes. What's going on? Yeah, the air conditioner's still over there. It's not going anywhere. So, who's been flying? Who's gonna fly? I haven't flown in 2 weeks. If I say it was all because of weather, it wasn't all because of weather. It's mostly been weather, though. I was going to go out last Saturday night and make a flight. The weather wasn't great, but it was flyable, and my wife just wanted me to stay home. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll stay home. Yankees flying tonight. Kevin Can Fly is flying. Good for you guys. John of the Jungle waiting on the wind as usual. Anthony, still waiting on your video exhaust a month ago. Holy cow. Who's your dealer, bro? Sharky in the Sky is going tonight. Yeah, no kidding. So the weekend looks favorable for us. Saturday morning looks so-so, but the winds aloft were kind of sketch. Sunday looks really good, so we'll probably get out Sunday. We're planning to do a cross country, take off from Wauchula and fly up to a strip mine, I don't know, 12 or 15 miles away, where we pick up a railroad track and fly to the north. And my buddy's got Carl's got a piece of property up there where we might be able to land up near Homeland And if that doesn't work out, we're not too far from Aviator, so we might just fly right up to Lake Wales and land there. We're gonna see if we can get some ground support though. Gorilla Ground has been quarantined. My sister's a nurse, so she has my mom and dad quarantined. They haven't really been leaving the house. I've been doing the grocery shopping for them and dropping them off. 9 to 90. Yeah, I'm done eating. I had my 300-calorie lunch, which was a 6-inch Subway flatbread. So I've been taking care of mom and dad what I can, just getting them stuff, you know, run to the grocery store for them once a week when they need stuff, keep them stocked up. And so Gorilla Ground hasn't been out. I haven't had any ground support, but Carl has an open trailer that sometimes he brings and brings his wife along, Amity, and she'll run ground support for us. So I don't know if we're doing that this weekend or not. We'll have to see. We'll see how it goes. That'd be pretty nice. Or if the conditions are good, I'd like to do a round trip and end up back at Wauchula. That would be the best thing. Yeah, Yankee said that's tough shopping for 2 households. It's nice. I shop at Publix, and they don't really have limits like that. They have limits on toilet paper and things like that, like 2 per visit, but that's been okay so far. So yeah, ground support. I don't know. And our buddy Paul Abishon, he hasn't been around either for one reason or another. I mean, we haven't really been flying that much either. He's had some family things and some home things going on that he had to do, and had taken priority. So hopefully he'll be able to join us again soon. We'll all be able to be safe again. Predator Paramotor, what's up? I used to run a sheet metal shop at my mom's HVAC company. Oh, cool. Thank God. I don't know. We don't have much sheet metal here in Florida. We have really no sheet metal ductwork in Florida anymore. There used to be a couple old timers around that still did sheet metal. I work mostly residential, so commercial is another story. There are sheet metal companies that do commercial, but all the stuff we have here is that crappy itchy ductboard and fiberglass crap. Let me get a drink, guys. I wish I was beer. Yeah, sheet metal guys, a good sheet metal guy can make anything. It's incredible. That's right, no beer for me. I'm on the wagon. I'll probably choose one day this weekend and have a couple of cocktails. I'll allow myself a couple of Captain Morgan private stock with water and ice, and that's all. That's all I would. That's all I need. For me, it's all about calorie deficit right now. For my weight, they say 3,000 calories a day to maintain, but I'm running right around 1,600 calories a day. Like I said, no alcohol. And that's not too hard to do. I do the intermittent fasting, which means I don't eat anything past 8 o'clock at night. Make sure I finished my dinner by then, and I don't eat or drink any. I mean, I drink water, but I don't eat anything, and I don't eat until noon the following day. So that gives me 16 hours of fasting right there, which is good. Yeah, private stock. I love that crap. I mix it with Dasani water on ice, and oh man, just sip it. Just a little bit of water, just a little. That's too much, but yeah, that is good stuff. Predator, haven't drank in 6 years now. Man, I was saying earlier, it's been like 5 days for me now, and I feel pretty damn good. And I don't know if it's from not drinking or from healthy eating or exercise or all three, but man, it's really something to think about. I feel pretty damn good. So I don't know, maybe I won't even drink this weekend. Kevin, I don't drink, but I've been known to have a puff from time to time. Yeah, I used to. But now because of work, I don't anymore. And even now I could do it legally, but I don't know. I just choose not to now. That was something I did in my younger days a lot, and I just don't enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it like that anymore. Predator Paramotor says, Paramotor made me want to live longer. Yeah, Chris, I get it. I get that, man, that's for sure. That was there were a couple things that led to my decision to go on this health kick and weight loss. One of them was watching the news about all of this pandemic and everything. One of the things they say that people that are obese are hit very hard by it, and they're more at risk to it. So that, that scared me a little bit. I'm already on blood pressure medicine. I have high blood pressure, so if I keep going like this, I'll end up being probably diabetic and won't be able to fly at all. So the other thing is Michael Holliday's video. Watching his story about being diagnosed with cancer and fighting it and overcoming that and having surgery on his spine to have cancer removed, then being able to go back to flying a trike, and then fighting that battle and getting his strength and everything back, and 18 months later being able to foot launch. I just looked at myself and said, man, if Michael can do this, I can lose this weight. That's a motivation right there. So yeah, that's right, Anthony. It's a lifestyle change. It's not just something that to do for 90 days and then put it back on. Yeah, I want to continue to be healthy and continue to be strong and healthy. I'm getting older. I'm going to be 49 this year. Paramotor Crazy going to need you around with me for a long time, my friend. I don't know. I'm getting kind of sick of him, actually, guys, so I don't know. David, can you send me the number for Shannon, or send it directly to Must Horse in the chat? He didn't see it in the chat there. It asked me if I wanted to hide it or not, but I said please display it. David, I love you, brother. You know you're my best friend. Let's see, what time is it? 12:51. Okay. We're doing good. So once in a while, somebody walks by my truck and sees me sitting here talking, and they probably think I'm freaking nuts talking to myself. 9090 says Shannon's number is on the website. Is that on the Four Winds website? Okay, here we go. Kevin Can Fly posted the number there. It's 615-626-5738. Oh, Greg Anthony Harris and Cynthia released a new video. Oh my gosh. Israel Part 3. I can't wait to see that. That's been amazing. KC8 ORW. What's up, Nick? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Sorry, I don't mean trying to call me. Somebody tried to call me on the phone. A nerve. But sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to miss your call all the time. I'm the same way. I'm working. I'm busy. And there is Shannon's number for the glider shop again. 615-626-5738. Predator said I called that number and never got a response to my message. Yeah, we might better check that number. Go to the website too. Check them out on the website. And if you guys didn't hear, yeah, email them too. If you guys didn't hear, Shannon Michaels is going to be on our Paramotor Nation this Sunday night, and we're going to be talking about wings, about wing inspection, wing repair, about how David Wolf caught the lines of his wing and pulled it into his prop and chopped it up, and the intensive repair process she had to go through. She had to put in extra time. They had to bring on extra helpers to piece all the tiny pieces together and fix his wing. Okay, there's the email for Four Winds PPG as well for Shannon and Lauren. So yeah, reach out to them. They're great people. They do great work. I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't see a reply from David. I don't know what happened. No, but it happens, you know. It happens. In that case, in David's case, it was Palm Bay. We were trying to, he was doing a launch. It was in the evening. There was a little bit of shifty wind, and there was some rotor coming over trees and campers across the field. He had a nice inflation, and the wind just shifted a little bit, and one side sort of tucked a little or collapsed a little bit before he launched, and the lines went into his prop. It happens. It happens just like that. He says it was Kate's fault. Yeah, you were just distracted. I know. I get it. So it happens, and when that happens, it wraps up your lines and pulls your wing into your prop, and it can cave in the sides of the cage, destroy your prop, your wing, your lines, everything. You know, I made fun of David. I gave him a hard time, but then Travis Burns did the same thing the next day, so he didn't feel so bad. So, yeah, quick on the kill switch. That's the thing. I haven't done that yet. I've had them. I've had the lines go into the prop, but I was just lucky enough to have killed the motor just soon enough that it was just winding down, and it wrapped up some lines but didn't damage anything. So, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about with Shannon is what can we do to inspect our gliders and our lines to see if we have any damage, because a lot of times those lines, I guess they can break or be damaged inside the sheath, and you can't even see it if you have sheath lines. So that's a good thing to talk about. I think we'll all learn something from that. So it's Friday. All right. The weekend's great, but it goes by so quick. Sharky in the sky, what's up? Sharky, where are you at? Where are you from? Have I met you in person? I'm terrible with names. And sometimes I just don't associate the YouTube name with the name from meeting you in person. From Maryland, I don't know if I've met you yet. Unless you've been down to Florida for a fly-in or Bad Apples. Well, that's possible too. Not yet, buddy. Yeah, we will, man. We'll get together. We'll fly together. Yeah, Chris says it only feels like Friday when the weather's good for flying. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm praying that window for Sunday stays open and I get to go out. So one of these days. Yeah, I want to get out and fly. And I don't know. I'm one of the ones that believe that if you have the ability to fly, I hear airplanes. If you have the ability to fly, you have the right to do it. Go ahead and do it. Just be careful, you know. Take a look at your risk profile. And Phobio 2101 is flyable in Detroit, but it's 36 degrees and snowing. Oh my God. Why do you people live up there? That's crazy. No, I couldn't handle it. It's like 80, 82 degrees or something here. Yeah, I've flown in 36. I think I flew in 36 degrees or 38. James Howard, do you ever think you'll step up to a C-rated wing? Sirocco, etc. I might. Probably not on my trike. Probably once I begin to foot launch more, I will start to progress through wings. But the universal is on my trike. It's just everything I could ask for. I don't want to do acro on a trike. I just want to do cross country. I want something that's easily manageable. I mean, when that wing comes up, if I don't do anything to it, as long as I get underneath of it, it'll settle itself down with really little or no brake input almost every time. It's fast because I'm a little bit heavy on it. I'm 110%, so I'm faster than most of the guys I fly with without even letting my trims out. And it's fairly efficient, I think. So on the trike, I won't change. But yeah, when I start to foot launch more, I will probably start to progress through wings. I'd like to start with my universal and then move up to something, maybe a Carl McGee's here. What's up, brother? Glad you made it. Maybe move up to a like a Colorado or something like that, and then maybe something a little bit more high aspect, a little spicier. Chris Holbert is a gin. If anybody wants a gin demo, reach out and let me know. Very cool. I would love to demo a wing, but probably will wait until I'm a more confident and capable foot launcher. so that I know I'm not going to tear it up and have to buy it. So, but yeah, the Dudek has been really good. Has been really good to me so far. Carl McGee, yeah, we were talking about you earlier. We were talking about our plans for a possible cross country Saturday, or more likely Sunday, and I was telling everybody that Gorilla Ground's been out because he's been quarantined, but you have a trailer, and sometimes we run ground support, or your beautiful wife runs ground support, Amity, and picks us up. I was looking at the LZ you sent me a link to. That looks like it's doable. I don't know about taking off out of there, but I'm sure we could land there. And if not, it's really not that far from Lake Wales, so I don't know. If it's nice and doable, I would love to do a round trip cross country and end up back at the point of origin. So that would be pretty cool. And Carl says he will have ground support for Sunday, so it's on. Okay, cool. Paul Abishon was in the chat. I don't know if he might be joining us. I don't know if he will or not, but he'd probably run some ground support for us too. And Gorilla Ground, I think, is probably still quarantined for my sister, the nurse, but I understand that. Dad's hip had been bothering me. He's got some arthritis issues and has a hip that'll probably have to be replaced at some point. But he was hurting pretty bad at Palm Bay, but he went in and got a cortisone shot the other day, and it seems to be feeling a lot better. So that's a good thing. Yeah, what was it? What was the gin wing that was similar to the Colorado? Was it the Falcon? I saw it. Yeah, Yankee said the Falcon is a very similar platform to the Colorado. That's cool. Phobio 2101. I had a Subway rotisserie chicken flatbread, 300 calories, 6-inch, and a bottle of water. So that's lunch. I like to keep my lunches. I don't eat breakfast, so I keep the lunches really low calorie, and that saves me some room for my calories at dinner time. I like to eat a nice filling dinner at least, you know. Yeah, Subway's decent. As far as being on the road, you know, if you don't bring your lunch with you, that's one of the healthier places you can get something. And, you know, I don't know. It's all about counting calories right now. So Nick says, FYI, the Subway chicken is only about 50% meat. That's all right. That's okay as long as the calories aren't too high. I'm not too worried about it. I don't eat it that often. Well, gosh, I've eaten it 3 times this week, so I really want to start packing some healthy lunches and bringing them with me, but that takes a lot of work. So Carl has encouraged you to lose many pounds as well. Really? God almighty. Paul said his wife is a nurse too, and been watching him pretty close since he had his little heart issue. So yeah. Gorilla Ground's on board. What's up, Ground? Gosh, we miss you. We were talking about not having any ground support. Well, Carl's got Amity for us for ground support for the weekend, for Sunday. So we're going to try to do a little cross country. So, and I've been drinking a lot of water too. A lot of water. Hey, Pat Jones, how you doing? Yeah, guys, Gorilla Ground is in the house. Oh, we've been on here about going on an hour already, so I'm running out of shit to say. I'm right here by Sarasota Airport, working on an air conditioner. Something in my nose. You see me keep doing that. Something's bugging me. I think I got a mustache here poking up in my nose. Predator went vegetarian. Yeah, I don't think I can handle that. Maybe I could. I don't know. Phobio 2101. What are some cross-country essentials? What should I bring up, and what should the chase car have? Well, when we see you, Andrew. Thanks for coming along. When we do cross countries, we usually have our trailer with us that ground support is pulling. It has everything in it. I have a 2-meter radio in my harness connected to my helmet, and Gorilla Ground has a more powerful 2-meter radio mounted in his truck, so we can stay in communication with ground and other pilots all the time. I don't carry a lot of stuff with me. I carry a bottle of water and a takeaway, a pair of orange stuff sack, so that if I should have to land out somewhere, I can bag up my wing easily and carry it. A bottle of water, a couple bottles of water wouldn't be bad. I really like the new Parapack that that Aviator just announced, just came out with. It's a first aid kit. It has a lot of important stuff on it. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Carl says a cell phone. Yeah, most definitely a cell phone, because that's how you're going to communicate with your ground support, the people that are going to come and get you. I use an app on the phone called Glimpse. Glimpse, Glimpse, and you send a text message before you start to the person you want, and they can see where you're at all the time. So even if you go out a cell phone range, they probably have a pretty close idea of where you landed, where your last position was. All right, this just in. Paramotor Crazy, I will donate $100 when you hit your weight goal, and will double the pledge if you shave your mustache. That's a deal. That's a deal. You guys are gonna laugh, man. I look funny without this. All right, Paramotor Crazy's in for $200 now to donate, and that donation, guys, is to Resurgence PPG, not to me. We're going to use that to help disabled adaptive veterans learn how to fly paramotor. So it's a great thing. I think we're probably over $1,000 now in pledges. So we got some from the UK, a bunch from the States, from all over the place. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. David, another 100, I'll shave my head. Yankee, let's talk about a recovery plan for getting some fly-ins back on the calendar as soon as we can. Yeah, I don't know. What I've heard, Bad Apples doesn't look promising. And as far as endless foot drag, I talked to Michael Holiday yesterday or day before, and he's going to be meeting with the city of Fredonia coming up here in the next weeks, and finding out whether or not they're going to let him have the fly-in. It's really not going to be in his hands, I think. So, so we'll see what happens. What else happens in the summer? We're going to have the Sky Pirates poker run, and we're just kind of waiting to set a date for that. Just trying to watch and see how everything is going on, see what's happening. Yeah, Moonshiners is on as of last night. I'm sorry, EFD is on as of last night. Yeah, I talked to Michael. He's leaving that up to the city of Fredonia, Kansas, and whatever they say. So, yeah, the Moonshiners fly into Tennessee. That's a good one. Chris said he'll be at the next one, Predator Paramotor, wherever it is. So we're going to set our poker run. Hopefully we can do it in June. We really need to do it before hurricane season sets in down here. I think the last one was in the end of June or beginning of July, and there was a kind of a near miss with the storm. There was a hurricane out in the Atlantic or in the Gulf, and we didn't know if it was going to come our way or not. And it at the last minute it went the other direction, and we just somehow ended up with perfect weather. It was overcast and low winds that day, so it's just one of those things. It's weather dependent, as you know, so it's really hard to plan a cross-country event like that. But worst case scenario, if we get everybody down there, we'll just have a party if the weather goes to shit. So either way, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully by June or so we'll be able to gather like that, and we can do it. So Hillbilly Fly-In in Linesville, Pennsylvania. I haven't heard of that one. My problem is as far as the fly-ins, I had Bad Apples on the schedule, but after May, it just gets so busy at work for me that I can't really take the time to get out now. Some people have talked about postponing or moving some of these events to like September or something like that. Now that I could probably do. I just have to see how it goes. How my season is at work this summer, how much money I can make and put away, and and just everything like that. So yeah, we'll see. All right, guys. Well, it's been about an hour. I guess I better get to work, and I better go pay some bills, make some money, fix the air conditioner for these people. They're not here, so they're not hot. Well, they might be hot. They live in Arizona, but there's nobody in the house right now. So, Anthony Perez, what's up, brother? So, guys, thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining me for this lunch break. Thank you, guys, for all your support and the whole weight loss thing. Thank you for your pledges to Resurgence for that. It's awesome, man. I'm excited, and I'll keep doing it. And I saw another one in there. Chad B said he would match. Said he'd match Crazy's pledge. Let me know, man, if you're serious, Chad, and you would like to pledge. Could you make a post on that video, on the comments, or on the Facebook page? It's in the Paramotor for Beginners Facebook page, or comment on my video. It's the one that says "Too Fat for Paramotor." So I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate all your support, guys. Everybody stay safe. Be good to one another. Stay positive. Fly if you can. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.